honored to have award-winning actress and legendary queen of comedy, MoNique, on Monday night, March 12th, 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tune in and get the latest 411. Atlanta Mix Radio.
Our sister Jessica Chastain, who has to speak up and out, our sister Octavia Spencer, we know that it's prevalent. Yes. Now, when you ask me why is it that, people don't speak up and people don't speak out about it, I can't speak for those people. But what I do know, that thing called fear is very real in a place called Hollywood. And oftentimes, even if you know the history of Hollywood, those who spoke up and spoke out, well, there was some form of backlash that they received. So you do have, I think, there just goes to say, you know what, if I do speak up and speak out, what's going to be the backlash? What's going to be the punishment? So, again, I can't speak for those people, but I can only speak for me to say you get to a point where you have to speak up and speak out, because if not, we'll still be speaking about it 100 years from now.
Right. That's right. And that's a great point that you made. And, let me ask you a question. What was going through your mind when you were talking to Charlamagne and really trying to get him to really address you and calling you donkeys of the day? Because, to be honest, it was very disrespectful as a black woman. And, to me, MoNique, you're walking, talking black history. You're one of the few black people to even have the honor to have an Oscar. So to be faced with someone like Charlamagne the God and him as a black man not listening and hearing the pain that caused you and the disrespect, how did that make you feel?
Well, what it made me do is we have to love our brother even harder, because it lets me know I'm sitting next to a brother who's just misinformed. And, I've been asked that question repeatedly, did you feel disrespected? I didn't so much feel disrespected. I had empathy for my brother, because I'm sitting next to someone who was so misinformed and misguided and who is so ready to mislead our community that I couldn't be angry with him and I couldn't feel disrespected. What I did feel was empathy to say, do you understand and do you realize what you're pouring into our community?
Right. Yes, because he is a role model, and a lot of black men especially are looking up to him and listening to what he's portraying across the airwaves and on YouTube and on their show's podcast. And a lot of young men form their opinions from other men. And to think that it's okay to refer to our sisters in any derogatory form or fashion, it just wasn't okay with me. And I was appalled by it. I really was. Now, let me ask you a question. You recently were going to sit down with Kaya and T.S. Madison, and there was a lot of back and forth about it, especially with the disrespect that Miss Kaya was showing you. And just to give my opinion, I feel like she should have a seat somewhere, because she's only a one-hit wonder, and no one's really checking for Kaya. So to be able to have the opportunity to speak with someone of your caliber and show such a lack of respect was striking to me. And then, poor T.S. Madison, it seemed like she was really trying to pull things together, and, you were really trying to champion that and support her. How did it make you feel that, when you kept repeatedly asking Kaya, sister, sit down with me, sister, have a one-on-one with me, let's not do this? How did it make you feel that you weren't able to reach her?
Again, for me, with our sister Kaya, I couldn't take that personal, baby, because Kaya and I, we don't know each other. So whatever she was dealing with at that moment, that was what our sister was dealing with, so I couldn't take that personal. But what I do stand by is I was so proud and honored to watch our sister Madison through all of it, through all of the technical difficulties, through all of the, whatever was going on, that sister was hanging in there. And for me,
very
that was
professional.
That was a true champion. It was like, however we got to get it done, we're going to get it done. So, again, with my sister Kaya, I have no ill will, no animosity, nothing bad to say, because we don't know each other. And what I will say is to my sister is keep going, baby, Like, keep going and keep making it happen for the way you need to make it happen for you. But what I can't do is, because one of your questions was, it came up on the email, did you hear what Kaya said? And no, I didn't hear it, and I don't choose to listen to it because I know that's coming from a place, from a sister who is just misinformed. And if we start feeding into that, then we'll start going back and forth. And I have nothing but love for my sister Kaya and Madison.
Right. They're two strong black women. I respect them, but I felt like, again, the disrespect that was being shown you. It seems like when you try to speak your piece about your situation, I'm just going to be honest. The Netflix offer, the way they treated you to say that you were a legend, and then turn around and say, well, we're not going to offer you this amount of money because you didn't have this draw, or however Charlemagne was trying to put it when you guys were talking about it, where he was trying to justify his response by saying you can't fill out any arena tours, which I don't think is true. I think if you were to go on a tour around the country, everybody would show up and show out for you because, again, your resume speaks for itself. I mean, you're a legend. You're a queen of comedy. You're an Oscar winner. Who's not going to want to take the time out to really laugh and have fun and see Queen MoNique do what she does best, and that's make us laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. And again, girl, that Queens of Comedy, it sends me. Every time I see it, all of y'all were so funny. But, girl, we was waiting on you, and when you came out and spun around on that thing, girl, we all got our lives everywhere, and you just made our lives so much brighter and funnier. You do that. You've done that to your fans through the years.
Well,
and I just wanted
the
to
Queens
share
of
that.
Comedy, and let me let the people in Periscope know who I'm on the line with, because they say, Mo, who you talking to? I am on the line with Regina Hicks from Women's Roundtable Forum. They do a blog talk radio show, and this sister hit me up on Twitter and said, Mo, we would love for you to come on the show. And I was honored. So that's who we're talking to right now, my love, Regina Hicks from Women's Roundtable Forum, all
Thank
the way.
you.
What y'all say, keeping it all the way real?
We keep it all the way real, baby.
We're keeping it. When we talk about the Queens of Comedy, that was such an amazing moment in time with three of, I want to say, some of the most brilliant minds in comedy, and that's Adele Gibbons, Samoa, and Laura Hayes. And to be
shout out to them.
Yeah, to be able to play with those sisters was just amazing. And what a moment in time it was that we had. And one of your questions to me was, what was it? You were asking me about one of the Queens of Comedy, or because I don't have the questions in front of me.
Probably now,
Okay, hold on. Someone is on the line. Is there a caller on? Okay, there was some kind of background noise. I'm so sorry, Queen. Yes, I was asking one of the questions were, what did you think of Queen Adele's remarks on a recent radio interview where she was didn't really have your back, and she really wasn't supporting what you were talking about when it turns out for the Netflix, the situation with Netflix. Because she was saying, I'm in the middle of watching Blacklist and all this. I'm not going to end my Netflix situation or whatever. It was real sarcastic. And, I just wanted to know how you felt about that because you guys worked together. And it was such a successful show and the camaraderie. Right.
That is my baby. That is my sister. And here's one thing that we have to understand. Not everybody's going to agree with MoNique. Not everybody's going to take the stand that I'm saying we have to take. Not everybody's going to be in agreement with me. So Adele Gibbons is my sister. And if Adele says, you know what, I don't agree, I can't be mad at her for that. That is her right and her opinion to feel that way. I didn't hear the interview. But what I will say is that is my baby right there. That's my sister. So if what you're saying is Mo, she doesn't agree, I have to respect that.
That's right. Because you know what's been said about you is that, you're so standoffish with people. But you know what I get is that you really don't take the low road, as Oprah would say. You keep it very above board and respecting that people have opinions and they're not going to always agree with you. You know how some people, they're like, oh, well, she doesn't agree with me. I'm not going to deal with her. She's shade. I'm going to shade her. But, that's what part of making you a queen. And we definitely respect that here. And, again, are so honored and humbled that you joined us. Now, my co-host on the line, Miss Lindsay Morrison, has a couple of questions that she would like to ask you as well. I don't want to take away from my co-host because everybody decided to speak to you, and I know your time is limited. Miss Lindsay Diana Prince Morrison, are you there?
I'm here. Hi, Queen. How you doing, Miss MoNique?
Hi, my sweetness. Now, I can barely hear that, baby.
Well,
Okay. There she is.
can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yes. How you doing this evening? Hello?
Yeah, baby. You went back out, but I can hear you again.
Okay. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing wonderful. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm sitting here listening to the discussion that you are having, and I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, I just cannot believe that I'm doing the radio show with MoNique and the girls tonight.
Yes.
I'm so excited I don't know what to say, but I am very honored to have you here on the Women's Forum tonight. And I had a question. You're welcome. I had a question I wanted to ask. When did you know when you were destined for greatness? When did MoNique know that she was going to be that bright and shining star that we all know and love today?
December 11th, 1967 at 9:58 a.m. That's when I was born. No, let me stop.
Yes.
You know what, baby? That's a question that I can't answer. I can't answer that. To say, when did you know you were going to be, when you were stepping into greatness, I can't answer that because I still don't know that.
Okay. Well, maybe I would say, when did you know that you wanted to do comedy and you wanted to be in the industry? You know what?
Okay, this is when I knew I wanted to be famous.
Right.
Remember when the Jackson 5 went on their first big tour?
Yes.
And they were in Right On, they was in Jet, they was in Ebony, and you saw all these people around them.
Yes.
They were these little boys. Like, oh my God, I can't wait for that day to happen. Do you see all the people? And I was about 6 or 7. So I was so enamored with seeing what the Jackson 5 and this attention, and the people were screaming and hollering. And I said, wow, I think I would like to do that. And I think that's when it got started.
Okay. Yeah, I can remember those days of watching Michael on stage and thinking, having them hopes and dreams myself.
Yes, baby.
Yes, I can.
Yes.
I can definitely see that. And can you tell us all what future projects you have coming up for our listeners?
I sure will. And you know what I always say? Because I used to run down a resume, baby. And then the universe would say to me, is that what you think you got coming up? Because we got something different. So when people always say, MoNique, what's coming up? My answer has now become, I hope tomorrow. Because today is amazing.
Amen.
Get to tomorrow, what a blessing it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Wow. I must say this. I've always have loved your spirit.
Yes.
I love your confidence, your strength, your grace, your elegance, your poise. I have loved all of that.
I appreciate that, baby. And that, I got to be honest with you, that took a lot of work. And I still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
That took a lot of work, and I still have a lot of work to do. And the one thing I never, ever professed to be or claim to be, and that's perfect. And that's walking this line that says, I got it all together. I still have my challenges. I still have my moments when I have to go into the closet with my husband, and he's got to say some real gut bucket, real. Okay, baby, the gut bucket, okay?
I love it. Yes, ma'am. I hear you. I hear you, Mama.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm appreciative when people say, you know, Mo, you inspire me, or you give me life, or you've made a difference. And what I have to say to those people is, you've done the same thing for me.
Yeah.
Like y'all have done the same thing for me. For every stage I've walked out on, y'all give me life. For every woman that's hugged me and whispered in my ear, to tell me I've inspired her. She's inspired me. So it goes back and forth. And I think where sometimes we get lost is we want to put people on pedestals. And we want to praise them. And we want to begin to make them more than what they are. And we want to lessen ourselves for who we are trying to be. So for me, it is walking my walk and understanding that I still have a lot of learning, a lot of growing, a lot of walking. And the moment I think I got it all is the moment I think I take my last breath.
Because that kind of goes into my next question I was going to ask you. How important is it to live in one's truth and remain real?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think that, and this is just my humble opinion, we see what happens when you don't live in your truth. We see what happens when you walk somebody else's journey other than your own. And we see what happens when you try to appease people and not yourself. And when I say we see what happens, like, I'll give you an example for me, because, again, I can't speak for nobody else. When I first got into this business and I became a quote-unquote celebrity, and I was listening to the agents and the managers, and they were telling me what you need to do and what you got to do, and you got to go to every party, and you got to be here, and you got to be there. Well, that really put a strain on my oldest son's relationship.
Yeah.
So when I say you got to always be able to walk in what makes sense for you. And if it doesn't make sense, you might not want to walk down that path. Regardless as to who's telling you to walk down that path, if it don't make sense to you, don't you walk your ass down that path.
That's right.
That's a lesson I could definitely take and apply to my life in this day and time.
Me too.
Yes, I could definitely do that. Yes, I can.
Seriously, that was a great words of wisdom from the great Queen MoNique. And again, we're so thankful for having you with us tonight. Lynn, was that the last question you had, or should...
That's my last one. I'm gonna pass it on to my other co-host, Carmen.
Hey, Carmen.
Hey, baby.
How you doing, my New Orleans sister?
Yes.
That accent off the top, baby.
Yes, ma'am.
And I see we're both Sagittarius.
So you know we fire, right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm December the 9th. So I'm going to always think about you for my birthday. I'll turn up for you, Mo.
You know, I wish I could turn up, but, baby, I'm 50, so I turns in medium. I don't get all the way up like I used to no more because my knees won't let me do it.
Yes. Yes.
I had a few questions for you. One thing I want to know is, what are your greatest strengths and...
I think we have a caller. Hello?
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Do we have a caller on the line?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes,
we can. Hi, caller. How are you?
Radio. How you doing?
What's up, Still? What's up? How you doing? Thank you for calling in.
No problem.
Did you have a question for Queen MoNique?
Oh, is she on the phone?
Yes, she is.
Say hello.
Oh, man. How you doing, Miss Queen?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
I'm okay. I can't complain. Living day to day. How you doing?
Hey, baby.
Okay, well, that was it. So she wouldn't say nothing else?
No, we were actually having a discussion with MoNique, and you called in.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So did you have a question?
Okay. Yes, I did. I thought she was gonna say something else. Okay. So, Miss MoNique, how do you feel about the people more blaming your husband than you in this situation?
You know, that's a great question, brother. And may I have your name?
I'm still Martin.
Hey, Martin.
King. How you doing?
That's right. You better say it, Martin. You know.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm wonderful, brother. I understand why there are some people that want to say, oh, it's MoNique's husband, because they're simply misinformed. And
yes, ma'am.
Oftentimes, when you look back in our history, and you see when a black woman had to make a stand or had to speak up and speak out, how many husbands did you see standing next to them?
Right.
So you don't sometimes see it. And when you see my husband standing with me, I said to my husband, that looks very foreign to a lot of people because it's not something that we're oftentimes used to seeing. Even when you go back in our history books, you don't see, and I'm not saying it didn't happen, I just haven't seen it often where you see that man standing with his woman when she's speaking up and speaking out. So with people seeing my husband being there, I understand why they say what they say, but they're truly misinformed because my husband has been the best manager I've ever had. He's gotten me, along with our attorney, Ricky Anderson, the biggest deals I've ever had. So I get it. But what I do is I say I have empathy for my brothers and sisters because they're just misinformed and they've been conditioned to believe that that way is not the right way.
Right. Right, I hear you.
I completely agree.
Well, Phil, thank you so much for calling in and asking your question, and you have a great night.
Thank you, sweetness.
You too.
Well, if you're just tuning in, you're tuned into the Women's Roundtable Forum. I'm your host, Regina Hicks, with my co-host, Lynn Diana Prince Morrison, and
hey, everyone,
Carmen Daniels. And we have with us tonight Queen MoNique. So before our caller called in, Carmen was getting ready to ask some questions of Queen MoNique. Carmen, please go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, I'm back. Well, Miss Queen Mo, I was asking you, what are some of your greatest strengths and weaknesses?
Oh, what are some of my strengths and weaknesses? I would have to say my mouth is both.
That's a good one.
Oh, baby, my mouth. I must be a sad. You know, this hole in my face, baby. You know, yeah. I think that one of my biggest weakness, I would have to say, is not taking it personal. And I'm still challenged with that. And that's why when you hear me, I have to have empathy and I have to love people through it because my husband is nurturing me through that. Because oftentimes I want to take it personal, and it's like, but it's not personal, MoNique. That Netflix deal, that wasn't personal. That's just what it is. That was business. The inequality in Hollywood, it's not personal. It's conditioning. It's tradition. Mm-hmm. The inequality in the workplace in the United States of America, it's not personal. It's just conditioning. And it's what we've been so used to that when somebody says, time out, we got to put the brakes on, something ain't adding up, then that person is oftentimes looked at like, what's wrong with you? Don't you know this is how it is? Right. So I think that for me, it's really not taking it personal and understanding it's not personal because they didn't just point me out. It's what it is until we make a change, until we stand strong and say, no, it ain't personal, but goddamn it, we tired of it being business too. We need. That's right.
Okay. Okay. I think my mouth is I'm the same way. I think it's a sad thing, and it's just what it is.
Well, you know, when we say it's what it is, that's what they said about slavery. That's why it lasted for so long. So I think we have to get out of the place of it is what it is, and we have to get to the place of what is it going to be.
Yes.
That's what
that's true. That's right.
That's right.
Okay. Now I had another question.
I have a question real quick. This is Kareema.
Is that Carmen?
Hi, Kareema.
Kareema.
MoNique, this
Hello.
is Kareema.
Because Carmen had one more, baby, and she's been so patient.
Oh, go ahead.
What?
I can wait.
You can wait,
go
baby.
ahead, Carmen.
Okay.
Go ahead, Carmen.
Okay, thanks. I wanted to ask, how did you feel about Tiffany Haddish being called the Queen of Comedy, and how did you feel about her statement about her Netflix deal?
Tiffany Haddish being called a Queen of Comedy is an honor because she is a Queen of Comedy. just as Tia Vidal, just as Marsha Warfield, just as Lunell, just as Just Hilarious, just as Samoa, just as Laura Hayes, just as Adele.
Yes.
We're all queens of comedy. So for our sister, baby, we are saying, Tiffany, go get it, mama, because the doors that Tiffany will open, guess what it's going to do? It's going to open more doors for the next ones to come. So
that's right.
We're over here saying we got on our Tiffany Haddish cheerleading outfit saying, baby, shit's boom by, go get them rah-rah. Okay, baby, that's what we're saying for our sister. And as I had to tweet out, because people were tweeting to Tiffany, how could you take that deal? And it's like, wait a minute, guys. Our sister has done nothing wrong. So please don't. And we want to uplift her and push her and tell her to keep going. And I can't, again, this sister said to me one time, not too long ago, and she said, MoNique, everybody comes with different instructions. And you can't expect people to have your instructions. Those are your instructions. And it made so much sense to me. So again, everybody comes with different instructions. And with our sister Tiffany, I would say to her, baby, go get it. Go get it. What Tiffany is doing is, just as Thea, Marsha Warfield, and those sisters, they opened it up for us. We saying which ones, we opened it up for some, Tiffany going to open it up for some, and the next one's after Tiffany, they're going to open it up for some. Everyone makes a difference. Not just one, but everyone.
That's right.
That's right.
It takes a village to raise a child.
Baby, it takes a village. Do you hear what I'm saying?
It takes a village to raise a child. Can I come spend a weekend with you, MoNique?
If you do, let me tell you something. If you do, I'm on this new raw, and I'm only eating raw food.
I understand. I eat whatever you eat.
Come do a weekend with me. Don't look at me at about 5 o'clock saying, listen, Mo, we need something hot.
I need some grease and
for that weekend, I'll eat whatever you eating.
Oh, baby, it is. When I tell y'all this raw, and I don't want to call it a diet because I don't believe in diets, but eating raw like this is making such a big difference in my life. And
what does it mean to eat raw?
What it means to eat raw is you eat nothing cooked, you eat no meat. You're truly, it's a plant-based lifestyle. So you do a lot of green vegetables, you do a lot of nuts, you do a lot of seeds, and you do a lot of fruits and vegetables. When I tell y'all, baby, it's amazing.
Oh, wow.
It sounds good.
Yes, I'll eat whatever you eat.
Definitely.
I'm holding you to it.
You look awesome.
Yes, you look awesome, Queen. Definitely.
Thank you, baby.
And you know what? You're such a motivation to not just me, but to all of us and to women everywhere who are, listening to you and following you. And, just you're an inspiration. I know you hear that countless times, but, you really are an inspiration to a lot of women, myself included. I know for Lynn and for Carmen. So, again, we're so thankful for you joining us on the WAMR-DB, the women's station. And, Kareema, you said you had a question, right?
Yeah, we had a couple of callers, not questions. We have a caller from 615 area code. State your name, where you calling from.
Hello.
Hi, caller.
Hey, this
Hello?
Hey, baby.
How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Caller.
All right. That's fine.
Okay, well,
we got another caller.
We'll go to the next caller.
On to the next one.
Yes.
Okay. You got another caller from 404-333. State your name and what you're calling from.
Hi, caller. Thank you for calling the Women's Roundtable Forum. State your name and where you're calling from, and do you have a question for MoNique?
Hey, I'm Derek. I'm calling from Atlanta, and I just wanted to put it out there that it was a lot harder to do it back when you was doing it, and vice versa to how other girls are able to promote themselves these days and really get themselves out there and really get more followers, more viewers, more people attending, better awards, et cetera, et cetera.
I want them to know how hard it was for you to strive and go through what you went through for you to be the queen today.
Oh, wow, baby. That's a great question.
A great question.
I think that
yes, it was.
It continues to evolve. And for me to say how hard it was, I wouldn't consider it hard because I've enjoyed every moment. Even the moments that people think were hardships or were a bad time, I've enjoyed every moment. And the sisters that came before me, they had it far harder than I did. And the sisters that came before them had it far harder than they did. So I can't complain about the journey. I'm enjoying every moment. It is just my obligation to make it easier for the next ones coming, as the ones that came before me made it easier for me. But to say, is it hard? I think to dig a ditch is hard. To go up a light pole and do electricity is hard. But to get hair and makeup and walk out on a stage and you're laughing and the people are laughing, that's a gift and a blessing. So I can never consider it hard. But I do think we have an obligation to make it easier for the next ones coming.
Definitely.
Yes. Awesome question. Thank you so much, caller.
We got another caller from 770-912 area code.
Hello, caller. How are you?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Queen MoNique, how you doing?
Hey, baby.
Hey, I just want to say, keep doing your thing. Hey, I love you. Look here, I got daughters myself. Hey, and I think you're inspirational because like you do stand up for the girls who everybody look the other way. You stand up for that. You know what I mean? So now keep grinding. Y'all keep doing your thing. Like you just said, it's our responsibility to make the way easier for our people. That's it. So you on the right track. Look here, we gonna do it like that. And thank you, Miss MoNique, for speaking to me. Shout out to her. Shout out to Miss Hicks. Y'all check out the trophy. Love y'all, everybody. Bye.
We love you, baby, and thanks for speaking to us.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks
for calling.
You got another caller from area code 434.
Let's talk to it.
Okay. Hey, caller, how are you? Thank you for calling in. State your name and where you're calling from, and what's your question for Queen MoNique? Caller, are you there?
Okay. Yes, from Virginia.
Oh, okay. You're there? State your name again?
Yeah, Chuck from Virginia.
Okay.
Hey, baby.
Hi, Chuck. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I don't have a question. I was just listening in.
Oh, you were listening in?
That's all you want to do is listen, baby.
I'll make a comment.
My baby said, I don't want to say nothing. I'm just listening.
I do.
You got the queen on the line. You need to ask a question, baby.
Ask a question, baby, or say something to Queen MoNique.
Oh yeah, well, MoNique. Let me just say that I've been a fan of yours for a long time. I'm still playing Queen of Comedy. I think it was a great production. Great material, everything, and I just say keep doing what you're doing. No matter what the haters say, of course you have a solid fan base, and we're gonna stick with you to the end.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, my baby.
Nah, no problem.
Thank you so much for calling in, Tuck. You have a great night.
And you know what, y'all? When we get those kind of calls, and they're brothers saying, Mo, I got daughters, and keep standing, that's why we can't sit down.
That's right.
That's why we can't give our brother Leonard, a.k.a. Charlemagne the God, we can't give that brother the energy to be mad with him. We've got to give him the energy to uplift him.
I love it.
Yes,
because
if
we
to
keep going
him.
Forth, our brother will keep poisoning our community.
Yes.
So
that's
again,
right.
When you get the brothers that call in and say, hey, Mo, I got daughters, baby, keep standing. When I'm walking through the airport and there's little young babies in that airport and they 15, 16 years old and they coming up to me, wrapping their arms around me, and they saying, Miss MoNique, thank you so much. When I get the older women, and I like to call them our wiser sisters, and they're saying, baby, keep going. That's what makes me say, you've got to keep standing, even when it seems like
that's right.
It's impossible to stand. Even when it seems like, I've had people say, MoNique, don't you think that it was extreme to call a boycott for Netflix? And I'm the first one to say, yes, it was extreme as hell. It was extremely extreme. But isn't inequality extreme?
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
What it is, MoNique, is that you realize a problem and you did something about it. Not everybody's willing to stand and make a stand and stand up for that. So you're willing to do
and
that.
Know what? And you know what?
I commend you.
I do too. For real, because you know what? It's the same thing that Dr. King would have done, and it was he who famously said, injustice anywhere is not tolerable, and it affects us all everywhere. And if one person just stands up and says, look, this isn't right, in a crowded room of people, if you're the only one doing what's right, you're doing God's work. You're doing what God would have wanted you to do. Someone has to speak out and say, this is not right. We cannot allow this. I've got to speak up, even if I'm going to be taking a lot of hits by it, but I spoke up. And that's what I got from what you were doing and the stance you were taking. That's immediately what my spirit got from it. And, again, just want to thank you so much for, doing that, standing up for women's rights and saying, calling out what isn't right.
Well,
yes,
I
Ms. Mo, you took a knee in the industry.
Lose our principles when we were children, because when we were children, didn't your mom and daddy say to you, don't you let nobody bully you?
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
Didn't your mom and daddy say to you, don't you tell a lie?
That's right.
Didn't your mom and daddy say to you, what you put out is what's going to come back?
That's right.
But we seem to forget that. And then we get to this place where we want to keep labeling, it's just business. Well, can you introduce me to business?
Right.
Because this ain't business.
Because business is people. And we've gotten away with putting the label on, it's just business, but it's people that operate the business. It's people that operate the society. It's people that operate the community. And as long as we hide behind that, we never have to deal with it or address it. We never have to hit it head on. So when I'm speaking about inequality, the world knows I'm not saying anything that's unique.
Right.
The world knows I'm not saying anything untrue. And when you have to call out people's names, those people whose names that we've called out aloud, they know that I'm not saying anything that's not true. They know I'm not saying anything that's unique. I think what happens is people oftentimes look at me and say, how dare you say anything?
Right.
Just what you look like. You should just be thankful, MoNique. You got welcome to the party.
Right.
Now you're going to come in the party and you want us to change the song? Are you crazy?
Why not change the song to what I want to hear?
This is Kareema. This is Kareema. So this is me. I needed to introduce myself. I am the GM of Atlanta Mix Radio, WAMR-DB. I'm also the producer,
Kareema.
MoNique. How you doing, ma'am? So one of the things that I know that this other generation, we come around, we're the same age. But what I did was the wording that you have not introduced to this generation, which the rest of the world is already echoing, which is the United Nations Women's group. We've named you as a platform of champions. And so that has helped us launch this campaign that you're doing. You are the second celebrity ever to lift their voice up and say, let's end gender pay gap. Those are the words, the languages that we have not been able to extinguish to this younger generation. As somebody called yet last week, and I said, how dare you even mention anything negative about this woman? Because all of us have stood on your back. And the only reason why we're here is because of a woman like yourself. But the UN now acknowledges the fact that you are part of the platform of champions. You're the only second celebrity to bring this out. You're the only person that actually said, I am not going to forget about the other people to come. So what you're doing is leaving a legacy of a generation for young queens upcoming queens to be able to understand that this is a generational thing. This is something you and I have had to experience for the last 20 or 30 years. As you said before, how dare you sit there and say something? We let you at the table. Take the scratch. It's time out for that, and that's what you've done. So I commend you for understanding that, and also want to make that announcement that the UN will be contacting you about the platform of champions.
Wow, thank you.
That is amazing. That's amazing. Kareema, that's amazing news.
I was in the closet. When I say the closet, that is like our church, okay?
Right, the prayer room.
That's where Sydney and I always go when we have our conversations. And we were having dinner the other night with the kids. And when we got up from the dinner table, we went up to the room and we were in the closet. And I said, Daddy, I don't think the kids understand the magnitude as to what's really happening right now. And he looked at me and said, Mama, I don't think we understand the magnitude as to what's happening right now. So, again, when you get sisters and you get, you beautiful sisters and brothers and y'all are saying, hey, Mo, we're standing with you. And I say thank you because we're standing together. Because 100 years from now, they'll know that we took a stand, not just MoNique. We took a stand, and I thank Ada Pinkett Smith. I thank India Irie. I thank Chance the Rapper. I thank, Corey Holcomb. I thank those brothers and sisters that are saying, hey, baby. I thank Kimberly Elise. I thank you, sisters, that are saying, hey, we get it. And we're standing. It's not so much we're standing for MoNique. We're standing for equality.
That's right.
This is so much bigger than MoNique. We're standing for equality, and we're standing for all the brothers and sisters who played but never got paid.
That's right.
See there, that's what I'm talking about right there.
You got your, I think that's your calling, sister. Come on, Prince. Tell us, sister.
You better tell them.
I'm
on the bandwagon, baby.
I'm on it too. Definitely.
615.
I have a caller. Okay. Hi, caller. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are y'all doing? This is Mario.
We're doing great this evening. How you doing?
Hi, we're doing great. This is who? I'm sorry.
This is Mario Coleman, aka Next Level, the executive producer of the show. How y'all doing today?
Hey, Mario.
Thank you for calling in.
I'm doing good. Thank you. Hey, listen, MoNique. First of all, much respect to you, sister. But I didn't never think I would have an opportunity to say this. I saw the Bessie Smith story, and the role you played in that movie was like phenomenal. I just wanted to know what kind of research did you have to do to prepare for that role, and then back in that time, the struggle and just the challenges that you faced. What did you learn from the research that you did, and how did that affect you career-wise after that project?
Mario, that's such a great question, brother.
An awesome
Before
question.
I got that script, I knew nothing of this dynamic woman named Ma Rainey. Never heard of her, knew nothing about her. And when I read that script, I was actually offered another role. And I told them, I greatly appreciate it, but no thank you. But if the Ma Rainey role was available, I would love to play her. And they said, well, then that's who you'll be. And when I walked on that set, Mario, because there's not a lot of research you can do about this woman, right? And every time before Dee Reese, who was an extremely brilliant director and writer, every time she said action, I would say in my mind, Ma Rainey, give me your word. Speak through me. And that's what that woman did. And what I found out about her, Mario, all of us didn't die broke. All of us didn't die in despair. That woman's home is still standing today in South Carolina, and what it was back then was considered a mansion. And she lived in her truth. And it allowed me, when I go on those stages, it allows me to open up in ways, Mario, that I never thought that I would. And I also met another woman doing that movie named Lucille Bogan. And Lucille Bogan came out with an album that if you think I'm saying something, If you think Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj, Millie Jackson, if you think we saying something when we put a microphone in our hand, we need to thank a woman named Lucille Bogan. She was one of the first ones that really came out of her mouth and was unapologetic about what she had to say. So, say what did I take away from it? I took away from the strength of some women who would not waver and who wouldn't back down. And her name was Ma Rainey, baby. And that woman was no joke. And
yeah, she was absolutely amazing. It was, I mean, and you stole a lot of things. I'm not just saying it. I mean, I was really surprised that you didn't get a little bit more recognition from that role, because it was just amazing. And then just the fact of what the struggle was like at that point in time, and it was just things that I had learned about that particular character. Betsy, I mean, Queen Latifah did a great job too, but I mean, just the resilience, how strong you guys were at that point in time and what you endured, it was really amazing. And it did give me a lot more insight into, now, like when you said the legacy, these are the women that came before you guys, before us, and allowed us with this platform. But I just really wanted to say that role was amazing, man. I mean, I think if y'all haven't seen that movie, The Bessie Smith Story with Queen Latifah and MoNique, it was on Showtime, wasn't it? Oh, no,
it was
HBO.
on HBO.
Y'all need to go look that up, man. MoNique killed it. You killed it, sister. I'm just, for real. You know, I mean, you just embodied that. It was amazing. I'm going to shut up, but
thank you, Mario. Love you, baby.
Thank you, Mario.
Love you too.
Thank you so much for calling, and you have a great evening.
Peace, y'all. Peace.
And you know, y'all, I got to on that subject. It was amazing to watch Queen Latifah become Bessie Smith. And I watched it. I watched Dee reaction. I watched Bessie Smith. It was beautiful to watch. My baby.
We're here. I'm just trying to make sure we don't have all that background noise. All the background noise that's going on. Okay, I'm going to bring them back in now.
And I want to thank all the babies that's hanging out with me on Periscope. Thank you, my babies. Hey, Mama. How about my mother's in Periscope?
Hey, everyone.
She gets the cussing, baby. I got to tell her, Mama, don't do that.
Okay.
Baby, she gets the cussing, baby. When they don't say nice things to a child, she wants to get the cussing. Don't you do it.
She wants to let them know she's not having that by her baby.
Baby, listen here, okay? And don't y'all forget, May the 12th, Mother's Day weekend, Apollo, Harlem, New York. The show is going down.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what happened. We had lost you for a minute, but I'm glad we have you back. Kareema, you were saying that we had a caller coming in before we got interrupted?
Yes.
Okay. Caller, where are you calling from? State your name, and what's your question for Queen MoNique?
No, that's a bad signal. You guys go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you for calling in, caller. Are you there? Okay, Kareema, that person must not be there. Can we go to the next caller?
I don't know what's going on, but we're here for you.
We got a caller from 404-333 caller.
Okay. Hi, Carla. How are you? Thank you for calling in.
I'm doing.
State your name, where you're calling from, and what's your question for Queen MoNique?
Trey, Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know. I just wanted to express my appreciation. Hey, I just wanted to express my appreciation for all of you ladies. I mean, y'all have taken big steps to pave the way for not only women, for men as well. All of us in the black community, y'all have taken strides. I listen to y'all every Monday, and I absolutely love you guys. And MoNique, I'm riding with you. Thank you. Keep it pushing.
Thank you, my baby.
Thank you, Trey. Thank you for calling in.
No problem.
Okay, Kareema. Who do we have next calling in?
Caller from 404-462 number.
Okay, caller, how are you? Thank you for calling in. Please state your name and where you're calling from. Question for Queen MoNique.
Sure, extra question.
Caller, are you there?
Yeah, like they scared. I think some of them callers can't believe that she on the phone.
That's what it is, baby. MoNique, they don't know what to do, girl. They don't know what to do, girl.
They better open up their mouth.
These girls got MoNique tonight. We thought they were lying. Thought they were lying. Oh.
I think that's what it is. That's
probably what it is. But you know what? We haven't hold on, y'all. Right quick. We haven't really heard from Carmen. Are you still on the line with us here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, girl. Where you at, girl? We hadn't heard from you. I know it's a lot going on, but I know we probably just sitting back and enjoying.
Songstress too.
Yeah, we are. I know I am. So, Kareema, let's keep it moving with the callers. Who do we have calling in next? Where are they calling from?
They scared. Every time I click one in, they get the abba-dabba, and mostly the men. They won't say nothing to Miss MoNique. Okay, we're going to try this other caller, 678-462 number.
Yeah,
okay, caller.
Are you ready yet?
Yes, I'm ready.
They ready?
May I ask who's calling?
Yes, Lawrence.
Okay, hey, how you doing? Thank you for calling in. Where are you calling from, and what's your question for Queen MoNique?
Yeah, I'm calling from Stone Mountain, Georgia. And it is kind of crazy that MoNique is actually on the phone. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
You too, baby.
Thank you for calling in. What's your question?
Yes, my question, well, I guess it's a question and a comment. You know, I completely agree with her stance. I think it's commendable for you to take that stance. I think that's bold enough in just doing that action. But I wonder, do you consider yourself now as maybe an activist of sorts, or maybe a civil rights activist, now that you're asking people to, I guess, so to speak, like follow you or boycott Netflix, you know, or do you not consider yourself as taking a forefront in the movement, so to speak?
That's a great question, baby, because what I consider myself is a sister that's just taking a stand to say we can no longer accept it. Whatever titles and labels y'all want to give it, that's the titles and labels y'all will give it. But for me, it is just a sister saying, hey, guys, we can't keep accepting that. We can't keep laying down. We can't keep turning the other cheek and saying, oh, well, maybe we'll get them the next time. And I remember, brother, I was actually at a civil rights, like a civil rights. They were honoring some of the civil rights activists, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Sister Merle Everett was there, and we were back in the room, back behind the curtain. And I said to her, did y'all know what it was going to be? And she said, baby, we were in it day by day. Like we didn't know what it was going to be 20 years or 30 years. We were in it day by day because we knew what was wrong in today. So for what we know is right now, we know inequality is wrong, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
So if we know it's wrong, we got to stand in it today. We got to do it today. And if the benefit happens next year or 5 years from now, okay, but we can't wait for them to see. We got to stand in it right now.
Absolutely. I completely agree.
Absolutely. Well, caller, thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in and asking your question. We really appreciate you taking the time, and you have a great night.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sweetness.
You're so welcome.
All right. Y'all have
You're welcome.
Queen Monique, Queen Monique, could you hold for 1 minute? We have to take a break so we can go ahead on and pay some of these bills. But if you could hold for a few minutes and come back on with us after we take a short break.
All right, my baby. If we take this short break, I'm going to come back with y'all. Y'all know I'm on mommy duty.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
You're tuning in to the Women's Roundtable Forum. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to Loving Care Family Chiropractic, a state-of-the-art chiropractic family facility for the entire family, owned and operated by Dr. Albany Hornbuckle Preston. Allow her to love your spine so you can get back to enjoying your life. Through the touch of her hands, your pain will flee, giving you the freedom to enjoy your best life. Her concern is not just your spinal health, but your total health. She will show you natural and holistic remedies that can alleviate many injuries and various types of pain. Work with her and you'll feel stronger and healthier after every visit as you begin to enjoy the new you. Make your appointment today. They're located at 5336 East Mountain Street, Stone Mountain, Georgia, 30083, or call at 678-884-3778. We're also available on the web at www.lovingcarechiropractic.com. We are Loving Care Family Chiropractic. Let us love your spine.
25 years.
Honored to have award-winning actress and legendary queen of comedy, MoNique, on Monday night, March 12th, 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tune in and get the latest 411. Atlanta Mix Radio.
Thank you so much for joining us. This is the Women's Roundtable Forum. This is Regina Hicks, your host, with my co-host Lynn Diana Prince Morrison and Carmen Daniels. We have with us the incomparable queen of comedy, Queen MoNique. Thank you so much, MoNique, for joining us. I know that you're going to have to leave us soon, and I just wanted to again say thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to call in. Again, we support you 100%. Thank you so much for, doing what you're doing for the gender equality and the gender pay gap. It's time somebody said it. Whether people want to hear it or not, it needs to be said. So I'm so glad that you were able to come on the Women's Roundtable Forum this evening and say it with us and say it
Thanks
to
for
us.
having me, baby.
And thank you so much again for joining us. Ladies, anything that you'd like to say to Miss MoNique before we let her go? Although we wish you
all I want to say is to Miss MoNique, to Mama MoNique, baby, keep being your beautiful self. Keep that same beautiful spirit. Never let no one tear you down.
Thank you, my baby. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And I want to tell you that I really take my wig off because, when a lot of women wouldn't do what you have, like, with the Me Too going on. Like a lot of these women have been quiet and be quiet for a long time. But you were one of the brave ones. So like I said, I take my wig off to you. And we hope to see you here in Louisiana and New Orleans.
Thank you, baby.
Yes. Thank you so much, Queen MoNique. Again, you have a wonderful night. And say hello to Sydney. Thank you guys for taking your time. And thanks, Robin, again. She was very gracious.
I will do
and
that.
You all can listen to this.
I want to to you. Thank you very much, baby, and y'all keep going and doing what y'all are doing, and it was an honor to be able to come in and enjoy y'all space with y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
the honor was all ours. Thank you. Have a good night.
Much love to you, Queen. Much love to you.
Baby.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, ladies.
I'm sitting here about to don't know what to do. I'm going to jump out of my skin.
Ladies, that's all I can say.
Well, I can say this is Monica Fly. I just wanted to say you guys are doing a phenomenal job. Yes, thank you so much, guys. I'm just loving the show. Great job.
Can you take me on a journey, not talking about physical? Baby, show me some mental love. All I wanna do is be alone with you. All I wanna do is be alone with you. Now, baby, I give you permission. Mentally explicit, right? I feel trust through your vision. Baby, I trust you. Yes, my body, pay attention to my curves. My curves, my curves. Can you show me that real love? Checking you enough to heal love. More than physical feel love. Can you give me that real love? That real love. Checking you enough to heal love. More than physical feel love. Can you give me that real love? Physical attraction, imagination's running wild. The thought of you being here with me. Shave it darker, baby. Use your hands some more to shame me. I can be a masterpiece, Mona Lisa me. 50 shades of gray. Hold me up against the wall, Miami, take it off. Give me that real love. Can you show me that real love? Checking you enough to heal. I'm talking about the real love. More than physical feel love. Can you give me that real love? That real love. Checking you enough to heal. Can you show me that real love? More than physical feel love. Can you give me that Can you bring me that
Yes, Miss Regina Hicks is in the house. Y'all, welcome back to WAMR-DB, the woman's station, the new look and feel of radio. Now, we are bringing back the ladies of the round table, one by one, individually. Miss Carmen Bennett from New Orleans. Yes, come on, baby, on back to the show. And we got
Baby, I enjoyed every minute of
MoNique,
that.
and we got Miss Lynn and Miss Regina Hicks. You know I'm going to play my song. I only play my song.
Yes, thank you for playing my record. Thank you so much, Kareema, for all the support. Guys, I am still sitting here like, I cannot believe that we talked to Queen MoNique. It was everything and more. I am humbled. I feel like I'm a better woman after listening to the wisdom. I am truly, 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 truly thankful. And ladies, I don't know. I'm just very thankful. So, I'm tongue-tied, guys. Come on, say something.
Get it together.
I'm tongue-tied too, baby. But I guess we're gonna go into hot topics now for the remainder of the show.
Yes, we're gonna get into a hot topic for the remainder of the show, ladies. So, Carmen, go ahead on and lead us into our hot topic for the evening. And I know there's some hot mess topics, boy. Hot mess.
I didn't get those topics. You can go ahead.
Well, Nick Gordon Nick Gordon was arrested for domestic violence again. So how do you ladies feel about that?
Well, he was arrested again for abusing somebody, right? Domestic violence.
Why was he even able to get arrested? Why is he not already locked up? Wasn't he? Why wasn't?
Right, I thought wasn't he involved in some kind of way with the death of Bobby Christina? I thought he was actually already in jail.
I did too.
That kind of threw me.
But baby, those eyebrows, what is going on with the brows, y'all? I'm like, oh my God.
Them brows are snatched for Jesus and all of them.
Baby, his brows look better than mine.
Oh, Lord, yes, God. Better than all of ours, girl. Better than all of ours. Snatched and plucked to perfection, honey. I wonder, they can't wait to see him come across the jail yard, honey.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, God. Yes, God. So,
what about
he said he was getting beat by a woman.
Oh,
he said he was getting beat.
He was getting beat.
He was getting beat.
Yeah. That's what he said.
I couldn't believe it. The eyebrow showed that, baby. Honey, he's bottoms up, boo.
No.
They said the 911 call. I got the 911 call. He called and crying, saying that the dispatcher said his girlfriend beat him up and threw a bottle at him.
Well, how the hell he ended up in the next shot with those snatched eyebrows? They locked him up too? Because, baby, that next shot, baby, looks like a drama shot with them eyebrows. Yes, God. He's going to get up in there and be somebody bitch when he get in that jailhouse cell, baby. Yes, God. So our next
he's going to do what he does best. He's going to be there on his knees.
No.
Y'all got 18 more minutes. Okay, so where y'all at?
And tonight. Okay, so our next topic. Yes, this message, Katy Perry. So apparently, she's being sued by this nun, and in the middle of the lawsuit, the nun mysteriously dropped dead in the courthouse during the court proceedings. Ooh. Now, that's a hot mess right there. Now, how in the world? Now, you know what they say about Katy Perry and all that witchcraft and stuff. You know, the conspiracy theorists out there. What do y'all ladies think about this foolishness here? The lady just dropped dead in the middle of the court.
I don't know. That might be something to look into right there. I don't know. That's Katy Perry. I don't know about that. Girl?
I don't think Katy Perry is bewitched herself.
I'm not supposed to say nothing. Well, she was 89 years old. Come on now. Maybe that has something to do with it.
So you're saying you're right.
Right. Katy Perry is not bewitched herself now.
No. The nun was 89 years old.
Right.
So what's her time to go?
Oh, okay, it was her time, 89. What do y'all? It was her time. It was a little bit probably too much for her. Good Lord. My goodness. Ain't no witchcraft. She was 89. 89.
Okay.
And she's being sued, right, by Katy Perry.
All right, y'all.
So what about y'all? What about the middle school teacher that's not getting fired for using the N-word, calling students dumb and telling them not to date African Americans?
Oh, child, that was a hot mess. He needs
to be fired. He needs to be fired. That kind of rhetoric should not be in our schools. Should not be taught to our children. I feel like he should be let go with no pay.
You know what? I'm
into the hood.
Right, drag him. But you know what, ladies? You know what, ladies? When I looked into this story, I heard that the teacher had told one of the students that they looked like a gorilla, and their mama was a gorilla, and that black folks come from gorilla. Girl, do you know if my child would have came home and told me that the teacher said that they look like a gorilla, I would have been at the school to meet that bitch outside dressed in a gorilla outfit.
I know that's right, baby. Drag her by her hair and beat her with my billy club.
You telling my child that...
Bring that to the hood. Bring them to the hood.
No.
Tell them say nigga ain't gorilla and see what happens.
Girl, he's going to be... Girl, So, ladies, the last and final hot topic of the evening I wanted to talk about. Now, we all have heard when President Trump is referring to the Senator Elizabeth Warren, he calls her Pocahontas. Recently, whether or not it was Seems like I'm on mute, Kareema. Nobody can. Okay, ladies, can you hear me? Are we still there? Okay, so I don't know what happened, but the final hot topic this evening that I wanted to introduce. Now, I'm sure you ladies have heard, everybody listening on the radio, have heard our president call Senator Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas. And, anytime he refers to her or bashes her, puts her down, he calls her Pocahontas sarcastically. Well, a few reporters have apparently asked Elizabeth Warren if she would take some sort of ancestry DNA type of test to prove whether or not she is of Indian American or Native American descent. And her response is that she declined. What do you ladies think about this foolishness? I, for one, do not think that she is in any way, shape, form, or fashion have anything to do with Native American. Our ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, is a Native American woman, and she has the features of a Native American woman, not a Caucasian woman. When you look at Elizabeth Warren with her blonde hair and her blue eyes, she looks like she is one of our Caucasian sisters and not a Native American sister. So what did you ladies think about this?
I think she should just take the damn test. Really Native American. I would want to know who and what I am anyway. I would take it. If she knows.
Okay, what do you think about her not wanting to take it? Like her saying she's not going to take it. Prove to the people that she's.
I really think she should.
She's got to do it because she has her eye on the White House, they said. They said
so if that is the case, that she's going to do it, she may be reluctant to do so, but I feel she will do it in the end.
Yeah, child, that lady's not going to take that test. She's not going to take that test because she know, like we know, she ain't got no Native American nothing in her blood. She's not going to take that test. Because if she takes that test, if she's got her eyes set on the White House, she's not going to get there because folks going to be like, lady, if you can lie about your bloodline and where you come from, what else you going to lie about when you get into the White House? So she might well sit her side behind down talking about a White House. Girl. No. The Democrats are already in a disarray and a mess. Trump would surely win over her, and all he has to do is open his mouth and call her Pocahontas, and he's going to win. That's going to be the end of that.
Oh my God!
Up against Trump, yeah, they would be, the Democrats would be stupid to run that lady up against Trump. And then with the record he has so far, no, they would need to pull out Caroline Kennedy or somebody with a Kennedy something that's going to get this nation swept up in it and running, and they would take Trump up out of there. But Elizabeth Warren would lose horribly. She don't even need to do that. So she doesn't need to be a senator. She needs to call and bow out. But that's my opinion. Go ahead, ladies.
It's always some.
Well, I'm just like, I don't know. If she take it, she do. If she don't, she don't. That's on her. But I kind of feel like if she don't have any Native American blood in her, then it's gonna be a waste of time. Just tell them folks the truth.
Wouldn't it be easy?
Yes, it would be easy, but they don't make everything. They don't make things easy. They don't make things easy. So she's gonna drag it out to the last moment, and probably come out and say, "Well, I don't have all that."
Yep. And she don't want to do that going up against Trump.
Maybe not. But hey.
Wall Street said that she can't or won't handle the truth. They said Warren pushes back calls to take the DNS over her heritage. It doesn't mean anything, she said. She ain't got to prove shit to y'all.
Oh. Baby girl. She told them, baby, problem solved. Next caller, please. We're not dealing with that today.
Speaking of callers, Kareema, do we have any other callers on the line?
No. They all the naysayers was looming in, man. This switchboard was lit up. Of course, I wrote down every last one of their 30. It was 30 callers on the phone. So.
And they heard Monique's voice and got terrified.
Okay, no.
They were terrified. They couldn't believe these four beautiful women, honey, got Monique on their radio show. They don't know what to do.
When I get on my Facebook, I'm going to read all these people. I'm like, I'm telling y'all to call in, and y'all get on the phone, and y'all get mums to word. Y'all better ask this lady some questions and seek some advice, honey. This is an A-list woman, and this woman has a lot of wisdom. I was just blessed to be on the line and get some of that energy from her. Weren't you, ladies?
Baby, that was the first absolutely. And
I'm just sitting here in awe.
If it was not for Regina texted me last week and said, "I'm getting Monique," and the next thing I know, a day or two later, Monique was gotten. That was Miss Regina Hicks herself, honey.
My mind was blown too. She did do that. I must admit, she did do that, baby. My mind was blown.
If she say it's gonna snow tomorrow, I'm gonna say what time, girl? I believe.
Look, I'm gonna get
Let me know if I get my snow boots and my gloves and my earmuffs.
Like I believe in real love. Real love don't hit the. Real love is going to the top of mainstream chart. Y'all think I'm playing? Watch.
Oh, no, ladies. You know what? I'm just glad. I'm glad. You know, it's a prayer answered. It's a blessing. It's a prayer answered. I was blessed to be able to reach out to Monique and to her assistant Robin, and they were so gracious and so humble and so professional. And here I am, little old me. You know, I'm still trying to put my music out here and, you know, get it heard by people. And, you know, Monique is an Oscar winner. I'm trying to get to where she is, and she took the time to come to respond to me on Twitter so graciously, so humbly, and respond in such a professional and timely manner. She took her time to come on our show, and it's such a blessing. And I can't describe to you ladies that it's a dream come true for me, and this is what I've always wanted to do, and I'm so glad, to be honest, and I'm going to say this to you ladies, I'm so glad that the ladies that I've known for a long time in my life, that you guys are here on the show with me, sharing this journey with me and going to this next level with me.
Oh, baby, I'm so proud to be a part of it. I will always have that spirit in my memory. Me talking to Monique, and I meant what I said. I would spend a weekend with her, and whatever she ate, I would eat too.
I know that's right. Yes. All right, you guys. I
green vegetables,
our sponsor,
greens and beans, full week, baby.
Okay. Hold on one moment, guys. I want to thank Bill. We need to acknowledge our sponsor. Go ahead, Kareema.
I just want to thank Dr. Ebony Hornbuckle Preston, a Loving Care Family Chiropractor. Her show is Professional Women Living in Faith. It's coming up on Fridays. Then we got CECI SFM, my sister Janora Bowens, and Mercy Entertainment, who has signed Miss Regina Hicks. We want to thank all three of these individual companies to just letting us know how much we appreciate their support. And definitely want to give a shout out to Mario Coleman for making that that intro drop for us and all the other graphics. What y'all think about that YouTube thing he did, y'all?
That was amazing. It was really good.
It was
really good.
Yeah.
It was very professional, and I was so proud to share that on all of my social media platforms. I was inundating them with it. I'm like, you guys listen to the show. Call in. People are calling in and numbers the word. But thank you to everybody.
And don't forget, y'all can listen to this on the TuneIn app, Spreaker, Mixcloud, and the TuneIn app.
Yes, indeed.
That's right. The TuneIn app. Tune in, people. Call in to Women's Roundtable every Monday night.
That's right.
516-387-1251. Yeah. I love the instrumentals, Regina.
Oh, you have to thank Seth. Seth wrote a beautiful record for me, and I can't wait for you guys to hear the rest of Now or Never. It's going to be an amazing record. I'm putting a lot of work into it, and I can't wait for everybody to hear it. I really can. For real, for real. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the WAMR-DB, the Women's Roundtable Forum. I'm your host, Regina Hicks, also with my co-host and my girl.
I'm your host, Lynn Diana Prince Morrison.
And Carmen Daniels. Carmen?
Yes, 504 in the building. You already know.
Yes, 504. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Women's Roundtable Forum. I hope you guys enjoyed our show. We are really at a loss for words. All of us are a little starstruck and awestruck and humbled and grateful and thankful that the great Miss MoNique joined us tonight. Seriously, it was a great, great show. And
it
ladies,
was a beautiful show.
Ladies, again, y'all.
This show just made history.
Yes, we did.
Oh, y'all can hit me up there with
we just made history.
Go ahead, Carmen. What you saying, baby?
They're going to put us in the book.
Right. But, Carmen, what were you saying?
On Twitter. Yeah, I was just telling the people to hit me up on Renee Bois on Twitter. At Renee Bois on Twitter. That's BOIS.
That's right. And Lynn,
and
give
sure.
your Twitter, baby.
And you can also, baby, hit me up on Lynn Morrison, my Twitter page, and also at Lynn Morrison, Lynn Diana Prince Morrison on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Be there or be square.
Yeah. And you guys can find me on, first of all, you can find my music on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, you name it. My records are there. My singles are there. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at The Real Regina Hicks, and on Facebook, Regina Hicks, and on SoundCloud, Regina Hicks. So check me out.
Yes.
Been doing this a few years. But now with some bullshit. Talking about how you the realest. I never knew I would have thought this. Taking care of your kids. Giving you all my touch, love it. Yeah, you bringing home the bread. But don't you treat me like the garbage. Break up the makeup, baby. I'll take you back no matter what you did. Cheating and beating on me. All that make my shit was thinking and creeping on me. What happened to WAMR-DB? Atlanta Mix Radio. It's
honored to have award-winning actress and legendary queen of comedy, MoNique, on Monday night, March 12th, 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tune in and get the latest 411.
You bring your phone everywhere. Work, school, the movies. Now you can bring it to an Xfinity store for an easy way to switch to Xfinity Mobile, a new kind of network designed to save you money. You can get up to 5 lines of talk and text included with Xfinity Internet at no extra cost, so all you pay for is data. It's never been easier to switch to Xfinity Mobile and keep the phone you love. Click here to see how. Sorry, I gotta take this. Restrictions apply. Limited to select mobile phones. Requires activation of a new line of Xfinity Mobile. Up to 5 devices per account. New Xfinity Internet customers limited to up to 2 lines pending activation of Internet service. Xfinity Mobile is a new kind of network designed to save you money while streaming your favorite music, like that 90s Jams playlist you've played 72 times today. It combines America's largest, most reliable 4G LTE with the most Wi-Fi hotspots. Get up to 5 lines of unlimited nationwide talk and text included with your Xfinity Internet at no extra cost. All you pay for is data. Visit an Xfinity store or click now to see how much you can save with Xfinity Mobile. Restrictions apply. Requires Xfinity Internet service, equipment, taxes, fees, and other charges extra. Limited to 2 lines pending Internet activation.